So, hello everyone. I'm really happy to see you again today. And the talks since the very beginning have been very enjoyable since the GameFi panel about the metaverse with Anna, the discussions about data ownership with Sasha. And now we are coming to the next session with our good friend of the blockchain professionals community and my colleague at EPAM, Arseny Vesnin, who is a lead designer. And also, Arseny curated the Artificial Imagination exhibition, which is conducted during the conference period. And I'm sure Arseny will touch on this topic in his today's talk as well. And today's talk will be dedicated to AI art and the future of creativity. So before we start, I'd like to ask you to leave all the questions in the live chat, and we will go through them at the end of this session, maybe the last 5 or 10 minutes or so. So please, without further ado, I will need to give the floor to you, Arseny. Hi, how are you?
Hello, nice to meet you. Thank you for introduction. Um,
Yes, thank you so much. I hope you can, everyone can see you, and let us just bring your screen. Yeah, and you can start your introduction or maybe a couple of welcoming words and about yourself, your background.
yeah, can we share the screen
Just a second,
so I
checking
can
it.
start with my presentation? Ooh,
Once again. So here you go. Okay, good luck. The floor is
yeah, I
yours.
hope you see my screen right now. So the artificial imagination, correct me?
Yes, everything is fine.
Hello, yes. Hello and welcome to the blockchain community today. As you understand, my name is Arseny Vesnin, and I have been exploring and curating the best of visual, media arts, and design since 2003. That's 20 years ago, by establishing designcollector.net, the website, as a leading online media resource for new media art, design, and other creative disciplines. Since 2013, to celebrate 10 years actually of Design Collector, I have been organizing the annual initiative called Digital Decade, which still aims to reveal and show the upcoming digital artists. Uh, Digital Decade is an annual exhibition. It already took place uh, 10 times in different creative hubs, including Metaverse, but firstly in Barcelona, in St. Petersburg, in London. We presented nearly 200 pioneering and celebrating artists working between the physical and digital realms. So the Digital Decade is an exhibition platform, and since 2020, I have been creating and exploring NFT art scene, and nowadays I'm focusing on AI artists as well. So uh, if we talk about what is AI art, and we can say that impact of the AR on the modern society is very vast, and it's touch different areas such as healthcare, transportation, communication, entertainment. In the realm of art, AI has emerged as a powerful tool with algorithm capable of creating stunning visuals, music, literature, and a lot more. And you have seen it already. Today we kind of gather to explore the myriad of ways AI is transforming the arts and discuss the implication of the technology on our understanding of creativity, originality, and artistic expression. So, what is defining the AI generated art? The main distinction between AI generated art and traditional or even digital art created by human lies in the creative process. So you may know that in traditional art, uh, artist employs their skills, imagination, personal experience to generate to create, actually, not to generate, to create a piece of art using physical materials such as paint, canvas, paper, sculpting, modern dance, body art, everything. So this kind of they have a direct control over the various elements and techniques used in their work. And in contrast, the digital art is created using obviously computer software, which can result a different feel and appearance. And digital art offers artists amazing flexibility and control over their work. And the digital nature of the artwork allows artists to create multiple copies, distribute their work to a wider audience, and even collaborate with others seamlessly through the web, through the different ways of communication. AR generated art relies on the collaboration between the artist and the AI algorithm, the machine. The artist usually provides the initial input, such as a textual description, as we call it, prompt, style references, or set of different parameters. And the AI algorithm trying to interpret and transform the input into an original piece of art. In this process, the AI acts as a creative partner, mostly as a creative partner, with the artist guiding and influencing its output, but not kind of exerting complete control over the final artwork. This is very, very hot and debatable topic. A lot of articles flowing on the internet. So how the AI art and AI can be translated. Is it a tool? Is it a creative partner? Or whatever. So the unique creative partnership is what sets actually AI-generated art apart from traditional digital art, opening up new possibilities for artistic explorations and expressions. So, as mentioned, discussion around surrounding AI and creativity often skips the fact that creativity isn't an absolute quality with a clear definition, measurement, or objective reproduction. When we label something as creative, such as child drawing, we impose our kind of cultural assumption into it. And so art actually, in fact, sorry, the sound is, maybe you don't hear the sound, I'm not sure. Art, in fact, never exists independently. It always requires someone to assign it to the status of art. Our perception of art is influenced by both of our individual expectations and wider cultural ideas. When considering AI in the context, it becomes clear that no AI system or robots can be objectively called creative. Ultimately, it is we as a human who determine whether the creation of AI considered art or not. So in the late century, the 19th century, you may know Ada Lovelace. She combined her creative and analytical talents, becoming the first computer programmer and creative coder. And over a century later, Alan Turing developed the Turing test in 1950, a groundbreaking achievement in artificial intelligence that measures a computer ability to mimic human intelligence. By the late 1950s, artists started exploring computer graphics, and in the following years, kind of nowadays, generative adversarial networks, which is called GAN or GAN, marked a significant milestone in AR. In 2015, Google's researcher Alexander Martvintsev created Deep Dream algorithm that allowed to study how the machine actually learn visual concepts. This technique of training GANs on various images has since gained a lot of popularity among scientists and experimental creators. So that's why we have kind of the GAN it started last year. OpenAI platform enables us to understand how the sophisticated AI system perceive and complicate and contemplate our world, with art playing a crucial role in the process. By examining the art produced by AI and identifying the what captivates and inspire us, we can explore a wider array of concepts and address potential limitations, ultimately improving our AI system. And if speaking about AI tools, the famous one, DAL E second, OpenAI launched it last November, and since it has become the most popular AI art generator on the market, it's very hard to pronounce AI art every time. It's kind of breaking the mouth. Also, it has been lapped by Bing Image Creator. It's still very capable image generator. And the site is very intuitive. The website of Dell is second, and you can produce the results in seconds. So all you have to do is type a prompt and specify as much detail as possible to bring your vision to life. So it can generate the prompts, the images from prompts. So kind of very, very popular system right now. This is kind of funny pictures. And so this year, actually, the winner of a major award, photography award, has refused his prize after revealing his work was created with the help of AI. Actually, not with the help, but just by AI. The artwork of German artist Boris Eldachsen, entitled Pseudomnesia, the electrician, won the Creative Open category at Sony World Photography Award. So he said that he used this picture to test the competition and to create a discussion about the future of photography. He actually gave his money to the fund, but this is actually the first kind of call that a prominent curators, artists actually can't distinguish the difference between AI generated art and the real art. This is very interesting, and it's just the beginning. So, if speaking about one of the most famous AR tool, Midjourney. Midjourney is AI program and service developed by San Francisco-based independent research lab, and they are still independent. It generates images from like natural language description, so it can create artworks, and user can interact it through Discord board. And it's still kind of maybe a limitation to quickly onboard on the Midjourney. So you need to run the Discord, you need to pay monthly payment, so you have special hours that you can generate your art. But still worth to mention that Midjourney was struggling with generating human hands. It was kind of a meme last half year because AI doesn't understand that hands are made of kind of 5 fingers with 2 joints each. All it understands is patterns of pixels in kind of a 2D space. And as far as AI can tell, 2 pictures of the same hand in different poses look widely different from each other. So I think from now in Midjourney 5, they kind of solved this problem. And yeah, you see this on everywhere, from TikTok to Twitter to Instagram. So people are trying to generate something interesting and funny, and still it can be a mix of different styles, different epochs. Like we see on the left, the guy is kind of having a Nike brand juxtaposed with the Renaissance image. So it's really, really interesting how it's influenced artists. And actually, the next tool is a stable diffusion. It's more harder to understand. It's kind of a latent diffusion model. Instead of operating the high dimensional image space, it first compresses the image into the latent space, and the latent space is 40 times smaller, so it reaps the benefits of crunching a lot of fewer numbers. That's why it's a lot faster. So with to use stable diffusion, you need to install two kind of software like Git and Miniconda from the official sources, but you can also run interfaces like Diffusion B for Macintosh and download trained text-to-image models from different resources like Hugging Face and others. So it's really interesting how it's developing, but still kind of maybe, yes, it's the images that created by Stable Diffusion. And recently, like in last month maybe, Adobe Photoshop presented the new generative AI tool that allows user to extend images, adding or removing objects using prompts. So the feature is called Generative Fill, and it's one of the first Creative Cloud application to use Adobe's AI image, so generator Firefly. And here is an example I did yesterday with I have read the news about recent excavation in Istanbul. They unearthed a statue of Greek pen or faun. And I was wondering, because the statue missing the bottom, and I was trying to recreate the bottom with the prompt using Adobe, but still it doesn't understand the prompt like goat legs, because pan or faun, it has goat legs, if you remember from the history of art, and it's trying to generate real legs, and that's what I'm getting. Also, I tried to replicate its right hand, or missing left hand, sorry. And yes, so this is what you can do with recent tools, with Adobe, with Midjourney, making it real fun, making it NFTs. A lot of NFTs are selling right now using AI. It's like barely started from November, this kind of trend. It's now raising, and even in the bear market is still selling a lot. So in 2023, actually this year, I focused on my NFT curatorial practices with my new sub-platform, ZeroX Siberia. ZeroX is like, if you know, it's a part of the wallet number of the Ethereum wallet, and it's kind of replicates what we are working on NFTs, on crypto art. And it is kind of continuation of what I have been doing since 2013, like digital decade legacy. And we had in 2017 in London, we had an exhibition called Siberia, where we explored the future of arts, the future of communities. And here's kind of a legacy I have. So it's called ZeroX Siberia. And this current exhibition we have created together with Blockchain Community Day. We call it Artificial Imagination, which kind of exhibition featuring outstanding works from 20 selected artists. And they are exploring different topics. And they exploring topics like themes like perception, humanity, obscurity, and dreams, how the AI dreaming, how it actually what they see in their dreams. This is kind of an interesting topic. And so actually, apart from my previous exhibitions, I had yet to choose an exact topic for this one. And artists I selected after the open call were free to reflect on this topic of interaction between humans and machines. And this is the results. We had like 20 artworks, and the results were beyond expected. And we got a quick support from NFT Marketplace Foundation. where our NFT gallery is presented. So you can actually buy all of these artworks on NFT Marketplace Foundation.app. And yeah, so it's auctions that can be started with a small bid, and then in 24 hours you can win this artwork. And it's available. So if you go to ZeroXSiberia.com, everything is there. So this kind of exhibition was powered and is powered by Metaverse Gallery and Metaverse environment created with the help of Optiva Media in collaboration with Ada Streamlix. So you can explore this metaverse during the conference and see the results of this exhibition. So it's all interactive. You can enter it through ZeroXSiberia.com or through the VIA community webpage of Blockchain Day. And as a conclusion of my kind of quick exhibition, I asked few artists to answer the question, how does AI influence your way of doing work now? And this is what I got.
Has no meaning, but with enough imagination, people can change the world. We are with many people, and creativity is our weapon. Artificial imagination is a symbol, so is the symbol of the future that has come to pass.
Somewhere in the fall of 2021, I got acquainted with AI art. Since then, I have constantly been developing in this art direction, because AI gives you creative freedom that is only limited by your imagination. And in almost every work, I use AI in both the graphic and musical components. I also use AI to compose extended and more detailed text prompts. And I'm not going to stop. The journey is just beginning.
Significant impact on the field of digital art. For example, AI-based tools and software. AI technology has led to the development of various tools and software that can assist me in creating glitch effects or enhancing my video works. Or AI can serve as a source of inspiration for me. AI can expand the possibilities and push the boundaries of what is creatively achievable. Also, a collaboration with AI. I can collaborate with AI systems to create unique glitch or video works. This can involve using AI algorithms to generate glitch patterns or leveraging machine learning algorithms to train models that generate glitch effects based on certain inputs or parameters. It's important to note that while AI can be a valuable tool for all artists, it should not be seen as a replacement for creativity or human input. Ultimately, AI is a tool that can augment your artistic process and
My name is Christina. I am Christopher Robbins, an NFT artist. The most important thing that AI has given me is time. Time to experiment with styles, time to create works of art much faster and with better quality, time to not only create but also to relax. Time, which is always scarce, I have now. AI has changed my usual pipeline a bit, but I still develop ideas, come up with compositions, and draw by hand. AI has opened my eyes to a new world of possibilities.
So as you see, do you hear me?
I think I was experiencing some lags, so now I'm back.
You hear me, right? So as you see, the main idea from what we heard from Art is that the AI is the tool. It is not the replacement of the artist, and it will never be, we hope so, maybe near future. But it's still like you need to have the background in art. Maybe it's a topic to another discussion, and it can be a holy war. Do you need the artistic background to create art with AI, or it's kind of possible just to create a super prompt like we've seen before, and enough to have this kind of visual style that is generated by AI. So it's kind of never-ending topic. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay. Yes,
I
thank you,
think I'm
Arseny.
done.
And the opinions were very interesting. I think that they also may have been generated by AI with the help of AI. I mean, the replies of and the opinions. And by the way, somebody has just asked what are the skills required to become an AI artist?
I think there is recently a nice notion that the people who create the super prompts that create a really great visuals, they call themselves prompt poets. So it's like a poetry. So when you create the prompt, you need to understand the logic of the prompt. It's a lot of kind of articles are written on this topic. So you need to understand how to construct the nice prompt, not just typing like draw me a picture of like whatever, but constructing the prompt. And because you are talking with a machine, so they like to be very strict and constructive. So it's about like making the prompt. And yeah, so I think it's about working with text, working with prompt, seeing the examples and deconstructing back the examples. There's also a tool for this. You can deconstruct the, so kind of a reverse engineering of the prompt from the image. Yeah, and also there are a lot of tools that help artists to create with AI, but I don't want to speak that it will replace everything. So you need just to use it wisely as a tool. That's all I want to say.
Yes, and there is an addition from Carolina. She adds, should I be a designer or can I start this from zero?
You can start this from zero by looking at how it creates, but eventually you will go deeper and deeper, and you want to understand what is this topic, what understand more the history of art to create more interesting work. And so, because if you don't understand the where it's come from, the prompts and your vision will be limited by your experience, actually. So you need to just expand your experience, because AI is training every day. It is training on the huge amount of materials, and it's really hard to catch after it. And you need to be also trained yourself. So you need to train yourself with history of art, with different styles, imaginations, different ways of doing art. So it will eventually do this. You can just type prompt and enjoy the picture, but then it's a human nature to be curious and to get inspiration from everywhere.
Okay, and that sounds like those are two different kind of skill sets, to be an AI artist and to be a non-AI artist. So my question is, how do non-AI artists perceive the AI artists?
That's kind of tricky question because I heard a lot of holy wars, and there is even a movement kind of to stop using AI. No AI. There was like actually on the famous website there was kind of a revolution when real artists, started to replace their avatars with kind of no AI art or something like this. So it's a really interesting topic. It's a hot topic, but if you're kind of wise man and wise artist, you will understand that it's just a tool, because the same way photography was created, it was the end of 19th century, and nobody understand how it works. And there are still some laws in the US that you can't roll back, that they still say that photography is kind of a limited tool. But it's look at the 20th century, how it developed, and we experience the same. So every time it's like history is repeating. We experience the same. We experience the renaissance right now, the crypto renaissance, as somebody call it, or Web3 renaissance. And the artists that are included into this kind of cycle, they understand the trends, topics, and they can elaborate on this, and they can kind of train themselves and be more skillful, be more creative, just by using new tools.
Okay, so yeah, that really sounds like a very Hollywood question, and I can't imagine how many followers are there on Twitter, on Reddit, or anywhere else. And by the way, Carolina sends another question. That's the author of the previous one about the skills required to become an artist. She asks, could you share some links or courses to start on this? Maybe you have any recommendations about how to start, where to go.
Yeah, it's I think you can actually, the best way is to ask ChatGPT. I always ask ChatGPT, what are the best tools for creating AI art? And he will send you like a list of them, and you can explore them. And you need to keep a few bucks just to pay something and to check to test these new tools, because they are all under the paywall, all the behind the paywall. None of them are free. Even the Midjourney, they have kind of limitation. And as with the, yes, a lot of articles. Yes, you can also ask. I'm always asking ChatGPT and stuff like this, so they can help with the resource, with the reference. And this is very helpful. Also follow us on the Design Collector Twitter or ZeroX Siberia Twitter. We have a lot of links there, and you can come and just follow us and ask the question in DM or in Twitter. And this is kind of where we are now.
So, sounds very ironic, I would say. So, to start with AI, you need to
Ask AI.
ask the AI. Yeah. Okay. Yes, and that's also pretty ironic that the humankind was thinking that when the AI comes up, we will get rid of all the labor in the world and do only this creative kind of artistic kind of stuff. But when AI finally came up, the AI took this creative niche, but the non-creative niches are still under the humankind. And
It took the creative niche because it doesn't exist without a human request. So there's
yes,
no. It can exist in future. So there are a lot of cases, especially, for example, when exhibition are curated by AI. It is really funny and it's really interesting case. So you have like AI curator, and they create an exhibition based on their knowledge. They select artists, they evaluate them by scanning the image. So ChatGPT new version can do this. And yes, this is interesting. But if you kind of it's the same question. If you switch off the machine, it will not produce anything. You still under control, I hope.
okay. And what about the ethical issues? Are there any ethical kind of considerations about something AI powered?
Yes, it's a lot of ethical considerations, especially in the terms of replicating the work using the models that were trained by other pictures that are especially copyrighted by pictures of other artists, and this is a hot topic also. And in the art community, NFT community, and a artist community, especially in Twitter, it is very still very interesting how it's developing when the artist is kind of caught red-handed by using some models that were trained on different artists. And this is kind of the topic that is not solved, how to work with this. And also the topic with stealing good prompts. I also heard this. kind of artists are stealing other prompts and creating their art and starting selling as NFTs, and another artist who actually started first to use these prompts. So it's also a problem how to kind of, it's not possible to copyright these images right now. There is no law. And there were a lot of cases, especially in law, where people were trying to copyright AI generated images and they failed because the judge, they decided that it's just a generation image. You can't actually have a copyright on it because you don't own them and you didn't create them. But this happened actually with photography in 19th century, the same way there was copyright issues. So we are in the very, very beginning, as everybody like to say, like blockchain just starting, NFT. It's only like most 5 years. And look where we are now. So it's amazing.
Okay, so still no universal agreement, as I understand, universal agreement about the ethical issues. And uh, what about the copyright and intellectual property? Can I legally confirm that I'm an author of that masterpiece or anything else? Can I
Not
register it
yet.
somewhere? Not yet.
Not yet. Yes, with NFT you can sell it because NFT is kind of a digital certification in terms of blockchain. Yeah, but with the legal stuff, with legal laws, they are not designed yet. They are not even. They don't know what to do with ChatGPT. With like this Italy case when they stopped using ChatGPT and now they're using it again. So the law is not ready. The law is from 20th century and even from 19th century, as you may know. And these kind of huge leaps, this kind of artificial intelligence developing huge leaps. So you saw this letter, common letter, uh, signed by different kind of famous people that ChatGPT need to stop developing this intelligence, and because it can be harmful in future. And yes, so we are in this now, and we don't know what to do, but we are doing. This is interesting. This is human. Curiosity kills the cat.
Okay, and I think we've got a couple of minutes before the next session starts. And speaking about the metaverse that we created during this conference days, and so we've got this our metaverse where we showcased the NFT art. And how is it generally done? I mean, how AI art is exhibited and showcased in the world? What are the platforms? How people come into a community, or what are the platforms to do so?
I think the most useful platform right now is Twitter. Everything around NFT, AR happening there. You need just to be on Twitter like 24 hours, 7 days. And you need to gain the community. You need to connect with people, with like-minded people, with people you like, with people you follow, artists, entrepreneurs, creators, disruptors, a lot of people there. You just need to search or to follow accounts like us, Design Collector. We have a lot of followers. We have following a lot of useful people. So you can just start from this as a starting point. And yeah, so with Metaverse, Metaverse is still the 3D object that you have to explore and you have to walk in, and you have a lot of limitations. Maybe with the technology gaps, stuff like we saw this week, Apple Vision Pro. We will quickly go into this position where metaverse will be around us using AR, augmented reality, because still metaverse that are commonly used now is just on the screen. So you need to have a computer, you need to have to run, and you need just to use your mouse and go inside, or you can use Oculus and VR glasses to experience this metaverse. So it's kind of limited. we are looking forward what it can be done with AR, with these augmented reality, so we can create exhibitions around us, or we can create exhibitions that are connected to geographical point. This is also like a new platform that is developing where they are where you can run something like NFT, and it will show up in different locations on the earth, and you can even buy this part of location and for example make an exhibition in it, and people who are having like glasses or iPhone, they can explore this location and they can see what's happening there. So it's a lot of kind of entry points into this topic, but you just need to be very curious and engaging.
Okay, yeah. Hope to see those days when all of this metaverse kind of things will be massively adapted, not only
I
on
hope no.
our, yeah.
It will be like back into the future, like this kind of scene with
Let's
the
see.
shark,
Yeah, yeah. At least that's very interesting.
shark
And
17.
this
Yes.
topic. Okay. So yeah, I think we've got the time to continue to the next one. So Arsenius, thanks a lot for coming. Thanks a lot for your input into the conference, input into the Metaverse Gallery, and speaking about the Twitter. So our Twitter has really blown up. Since the last couple of months about the metaverse, about all that artists. So please check it out and check out our metaverse gallery. The links are on our website. And thank you, Arseny, once again. Thank you all for coming. And after the short transition, we'll be back with Alexander Shidagubov.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, thanks, Arseny. So we are good to go.